Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Judith, I'm the sewing expert at Closet Core Patterns, and today I'm going to show you how to add fabric fringe to your garments. So we recommend putting fabric fringe to projects that would be dry cleaned because putting it in the wash might tangle it and it wouldn't look as nice. I would also say that it's better to use it with wool, like cotton or linen would probably like mix up together and it wouldn't look as nice. So we put it on our Peggy jacket and I'm going to show you how I did that. So here on the Peggy jacket, we put it at the cuff and at the bottom hemline. So here I can show you on the inside. It's a band of fabric that I inserted with the hem and I fringed it after. So what you have to start with is knowing the length of your fringe that you want and the width of your hem. So here, as an example, what I did is I measured the hem of my jacket, which is 1.5. And you can add the length of your fringe. So here it's 1 inch, but it was actually longer. And afterwards, when we saw it, we decided to cut it. So always give yourself a little wiggle room to be able to cut it after, because you can cut, but you can't add. So give yourself a little room. So let's say we're at 1.5 plus 1, so we could do like a 3.5. Here I'm doing the width of the hem. I tried it in different ways, but since we have a bagged lining, you don't want your fringe to start before you sew your lining. So it gets all tangled. So having it like this makes it stronger and makes your fringe look really nicer. So this is my fabric. This fabric was the best to use our technique because the width of the thread on grain and across grain is the same, so it fringes really easily. This example here that I can show you is bouclé, and bouclé has different thickness of yarn, so it makes it harder to have a beautiful fringe edge. So you can see like this, or on the other side like that. It's better if you fringe it with a fabric like this. It looks more regular, if you see it, like that. So you want to measure your fabric. So we said 3.5. So you can cut at this length here, and then we'll measure 3.5 and cut a band that will be like the length of our hem. And what I tried 2 different methods. I tried installing it being already fringed, and I tried installing it and pulling the threads to do the fringes after. And I found that the second method was really easier and it made more beautiful fringes. So I'll show you inside the jacket. You can see here what I did is I stitched right at the edge of my hem where my hem folds. So I sit in, and you have to use a really, really tiny length of stitch, so you're really like grabbing all your fabric and it doesn't fray after you've done your fringes, because you don't want your fringes to continue lengthening as you wear your jacket. So you really want to grab every little strand inside your stitch line. So you're going to stitch it all the way around like this, and then you can, like normal, add your lining and stitch your lining. And when you flip it around like this, you have your fringed edge. So you can then pull all your strands and have the length that you want. So it still looks nice on the inside like this, and your stitch thread, your stitch is right here, so you're stabilizing and you're catching all those little threads, and you just have to finish the end by hand. So here, instead of using the technique we show you in the instruction or a regular technique for a jacket, you just want to put your fringe fabric inside, and then you can finish just here by hand. And then you have all your nice fringes like this. So to create the fringe, once your band of fabric is there, you just start pulling one at a time. So I can show you on this piece. So you're going to start just pulling your threads like this. And what I found is that don't start pulling like a bunch at the beginning and try to pull them. Just pull 2 or 3 and pull it all around. And it's going to make them stay parallel to each other, so they won't get into knots and tangles. So you just pull them just like that, and then your fringe is starting. And you can cut, when it gets like really long, you can just cut your thread and continue pulling all the way around. And up to when you get to your stitch line that grabbed all your little threads. So you have everything like this. So imagine that is your hem of your cuff or your jacket. So when it's all sewn in, you can just grab some thread at the beginning like this, and you're just going to gently pull it. So here it's a great example to show you not to pull like a lot at the same time, because you really have to get it through all the thread that are perpendicular. So you have to go slowly so it doesn't get all tangled up. And you pull like one thread at a time. So you go slowly and you just want to make sure that you don't break it, or if you do, just find where it broke and pull from that part, just like I did, like this. And then you end up with your cuff or your hem. And then you can try it on, and you can cut it with a ruler and a rotary cutter or really sharp scissors to have them all the same length. You can put them on the cuffs, you can put them on the bottom of your jacket, even your little pockets. You could put them at your center front seam. We wouldn't recommend to put it around your neckline, because it's going to tangle up when you move your neck. So best to put your fringes in areas where you don't have a lot of friction. You can also use this technique on decor items like cushions and pillows, things that you don't wash regularly. With linen and cotton, it could look really, really nice. So have fun, experiment, try different fabrics, try different ways of pulling your thread or doing little designs, and comment and show us what you make. So thank you. Like and subscribe our channel. We post every Friday, and happy sewing!